It's time now to hear from the coach, the rock star, John Farnham's #1 fan, the All-Australian coach, the first woman to lead our Crows women to a premiership, Bec Goddard.
Chelsea, don't sit down. Oh, I've got 2 pearl earrings that you gave me in pre-season that I couldn't return to you because we started to win. And so therefore I had to keep them as a matter of superstition for the whole season. They've been through the washing machine, sorry about the rust, but they're yours. Well done. There you go. We probably can't start tonight without a story, girls. All right. No filbits tonight. Thanks, Folly. Okay, story of the. For those who don't know, but normally pre-match, the girls and I we share a story, and so tonight will be no different. The story is of the fox and the grapes. One day in the middle of summer, there was a fox walking along, and he was very, very thirsty, and he saw a massive vine with a huge bunch of grapes hanging off it. And he thought, that is what's going to quench my thirst. If I jump up and take that bunch of grapes, that will quench my thirst. And so he jumped up, but missed. He jumped a second time, and he just couldn't quite get the bunch of grapes. And so he gave up and walked off, and as foxes do, they talk. And he said, as he was walking off, he said, "I am sure those grapes are sour anyway," and went home thirsty. Hatchie, what's the moral of the story? Fox is an animal, well done. Denny, got any advances on it? Remember what the fox said? The fox said, "I'm sure those grapes are sour anyway." Something about sour grapes. Yes, Erin, well done. I'll help you out. It is easy to despise what you cannot get. Twice this year, we didn't get wins by a very, very small margin. But we didn't give up. We weren't just happy with, okay, but nobody ever expected us to be in this position. We've done a pretty good job, that'll do. No, we weren't happy with that. We went the next step. We weren't happy with sour grapes, we were going to go the next step. So we found other ways to get there, and we got the most important one of all. So well done. So I suppose tonight now as players and coaches, we've got some new grapes to chase. But please enjoy what we've got tonight. You never know how many years it might take to get another one. We talked about that before the game, even though Solly and Fague seems to think it'll be next year. But let's set ourselves something new for season 2, and let's think about what that will be. But enjoy what we've done, and it is a massive achievement. But don't ever get sour grapes. Stay positive over your next journey in your off-season, but your real football season in Adelaide. Stay positive and keep finding ways to improve. When someone says something negative, come up with something positive, just like we've done at the Crows. I want to thank a few people while I'm up here tonight, and probably in no particular order, but one of the most important people to me through this journey has been Andrew Hodges. So I watched a replay of the grand final during the week, and throughout the season, Moods and Hodgie were always insistent that they didn't want to wear pants, they wanted to wear shorts. And I said, no, for TV, we will wear pants. You will cover those legs and we will look professional. And so during the week, I watched the grand final replay and I saw that Craig Starcevich was wearing shorts. And so I sent Hodge and Moods a text message and said, another reason that we won the grand final is because you were wearing pants. But aside from wearing pants, Hodgie, your advice, your leadership, your innovation with the way that the girls train here and making sure this end of the bargain worked with that our end of the bargain, you can't put a price on that, so thank you very much. To Colleen Gween and Mark Moody, the two funniest assistant coaches in the competition, I really wish that we had some GoPro vision of what happened in the grand final in the box. I appreciate everything you do, Gwynnie. I know how important your job is and the sacrifices that you make to come to football. Moods, I needed someone in Adelaide that would just do what I told you, and you did. But also, I trust you, mate, and thank you so much for everything that you've brought to the club. The girls love you, and I really appreciate your work, so thank you. Very early on in the piece, when I met Brad Newton, wearing a very smart blue suit tonight, Brad and I discussed the prospect that perhaps we may not be the most highly skilled team in the competition, but by God, we would be the fittest. Brad and Dave, thank you for your work. You really put us where we needed to be, so thank you so much. Caitlin Brady. She is actually my boss. Fags and Phil might think they're the boss, but Caitlin's actually the boss. She is my boss. She is like a personal assistant. She's my life planner. She has been so supportive to all of the players, but to me personally, Cato, thank you so much for everything you've done. You got us here, so thank you. I'm going to rush through the next few thank yous. I hope I haven't forgotten anyone. Moods has actually offered to buy you a drink if I have forgotten who you are. But Phil, thank you for always coming up with an alternative when the bus driver couldn't find the right option. Tash Wade does a power of work along with her whole AFC Media team with Kat and Braden and Amy Blake up here in Darwin. Lauren, Shelley, Mia, Joyce, Bree, Craig, Louise, Belinda, Tate, all of the staff at AFLNT, Wally Gallio, thank you for your very private chats with me and helping me get on with the job. Fags and Solly, thank you for taking a huge risk on appointing me as coach. I know I've got a long way to go yet. This one premiership is only a sneak peek of what I hope to be capable of at the Adelaide Football Club, so thank you. And before I get on to the players, I want to tell you about a highlight this week. There have been so many highlights, but there's one thing that I noticed in the grand final on the weekend that really summarised for me how far the playing group's come. I saw Chalky, who was on field at the time as our ruck, run down the centre of the ground and have a bounce and then hit up the forward. Now, if anybody had seen Sarah Allen play football before then, well, she's always been capable of it. For her to be able to have the courage and belief and the support of her teammates to do that really summarised where we are as a playing group. So well done. To the players. Thank God I never promised to get all of your names tattooed on me if we ever won it. But whether there's a tattoo or no tattoo, we are in the history books together as strong Crows. I love you all and have a great night.